I'll start this one with you, Jerry Pemka. The president says the Black Stars budget will be made public. He said the Black Stars.
Yes, the Black Stars budget. I don't know why, for some reason. That's always not been.
Jerry, please turn on your microphone.
The Black Stars budget, to me, it should not be anything that should be hidden in secrecy, or it should be public. I know sometimes, yes, maybe the FA might be a bit concerned about the way people speak about the budget, but it's so far as it is the taxpayers' money, the people have the right to know. And in the past, the way named as a member does not mean that he does not work. His work is he worked even more than all the other members. When
the payment.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. I'm discouraging the payment because of its unfairness.
Is it necessary to put out the Black Stars budget to the general public? To put out that, okay, this is the budget presented by the GFA, that we're spending $400,000 on air tickets, we're spending $300,000 on accommodation, we're spending $700,000 on. Is it necessary to put it out there to the public?
Well, I don't see anything wrong with putting it out there. There's absolutely nothing wrong with putting it out there, because transparency helps.
What would be the president's motive for deciding to put the Black Stars budget out there in the public?
For transparency's sake. For transparency's sake, because usually there are a lot of rumors. People run with a lot of rumors about, sometimes even putting members of the FA,
And is it fair?
accusing them of things that they may have done or may have not done.
If you talk about accusation, I'm sure, yes, there's a perception from a section of the football followers that, okay, the Black Stars is a tool for corruption. That is perception. There is also a widespread of rumors or perception that the Ministry of Youth and Sports is one of the state institutions that is actively engaged in corruption activities. That is also a perception, not factual. So is it fair to only say that you are going to put out the Black Stars budget, leaving out the other expenditure of the ministry?
I'm not sure that is what the president said. The president said that the GFA and other federations, their budgets are going to be made public.
But the ministry does not. The monies that go to the ministry is not just for the federation. Today we say we are going to renovate the
ministry's budget. The ministry's budget is already audited. The ministry's budget and what it is used for, you can find it in the.
But the Black Stars budget is also audited. It's part of the ministry's budget. No. Let me go to Coach Ebenezer Sifa for time purposes.
I see nothing wrong with what the president said.
Okay.
Do you know why? You and I were here. Madam Lilianadi, she was an ESCO member during the Question and Teachers era. After the announced expose, she was on record have said that, look, when they generate their budget to the ministry adheres before it goes to cabinet. So today, if the president is calling for the budget to be public, and let's say if the FA is going to, like Blaster is going for a tournament in Morocco, the FA has presented a budget of $1 million to the FA, to the government, and it's made public. And later you hear that the budget was raised to $2.5 million. Where do you think Ghanaians will put their mind that, look, there's corruption? They'll definitely not get to the FA because they knew the FA sent $1 million.
Okay.
And the public knew it was $1 million. And the FA has come out to say that, look, they always go with the purse holder who comes from the ministry. But the bulk figure of the budget, we don't know. Just ended AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire when we questioned the minister, the then minister, Honorable Yusuf, that how much money is Ghana going to spend at the AFCON. He said, no, he's never going to mention it. He wants to go and come. He wants to go and spend the money, and then when they come back, they tell Ghanaians how much they went with. And I think that the president was right, because you and I know that a lot of perceptions out there.
Okay.
FA is doing this, and the FA has come out countless times to say that, look, we just present our budget. We don't handle cash.
The spending officer is from the ministry.
From the ministry. So, the point is that if the president is saying that there shouldn't be any secrecy about budget from any of our national teams, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
So
Jerry, you've had your time now. Okay. Let me ask you something, Ebenezer Tifa. Do you agree that there's the perception that we spend too much money on the Black Stars, and that especially after the 2014 FIFA World Cup, created some sort of dislike and apathy towards the Black Stars? Do you agree?
Agree. Yes.
You agree?
Yes.
Do you not think that putting out the budget and the expenditure of the Black Stars will further deepen this dislike and apathy towards the Black Stars?
No. Do you know why? For instance, let's take the World Cup. When it comes to appearance fee, it is paid by FIFA, not the government. When it comes to players' airfares, for instance, for a qualifier, it is paid by the government. So if you and I know that Pate is flying on a first class ticket, or probably
he won't fly on first class.
I'm just saying.
He's not going to fly on business class.
No, fine. If he is flying on a business class, you and I know how much it costs. It depends on the flight. That is
the agency.
There
is an expert.
No, I'm coming. And the agency. So at the end of the day, as an ordinary Ghanaian, I know the Black Star players' ticket as.
But do you not think that? See, if we put out there,
Mike.
Because for a good airline, Jerry, airline,
yes,
business class ticket could cost you between 6,000, 8,000. Sometimes, if you don't buy the ticket early, $10,000. Is that right? Do you not think that for the ordinary Ghanaian, if we put a budget out there and say that we are spending 1.2 million, $10,000 is about 170,000 or 160,000 if you convert to CD, that we tell the ordinary Ghanaian that we are spending 170,000 cedis, owed 1.7 billion, to fly Thomas Partey from Arsenal, or to fly Ali Doucet. Ali Doucet, no, just one player.
One player.
Yes, because if you are talking about business,
and if it is true,
6,000.
If you go cross-check and it is true that yes, the airfare takes that, what is wrong with that?
But
the point is that I don't know.
Still feel that we are spending unnecessarily.
If I know that from here to Kumasi,
okay,
I'm going with an airline which costs like 2,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay,
and you go cross check and it's true.
Okay.
It's 2,000. I don't end up coming to tell you that it's 3,000.
Let me come to you on,
I think the president is on point.
The president's decision to make public the Black Stars budget.
I think it's fair, and it's transparency. At times you need to come down to the very last man.
Okay.
You don't need to think for the elites alone. You understand? That they will understand this. We just spoke about remunerations for the management committees and all those things need proper review, reduction. Some need outright scratching. Outright. You see, the president has to really take the bull by the horn. The other day when you were interviewing the minister here, Honorable Kofi Idi Adams, he's talking about, you're asking him about the flight issues, some flight business, and he said, for that they have cancelled that for the FA and others. Blah,
They've
blah, blah.
cancelled first class.
First class.
But they will fly on business class.
Okay, what's the difference between first class and
maybe Jerry will be in a position to explain that. Jerry is a travel expert.
Well, you see, Michael, this whole issue about the Black Stars players flying.
Everybody
flying
to
business
fly
class.
Economy.
That is not what the minister says. They
I'm
fly
not saying
business class.
I'm not saying what the minister said.
This business about Black Stars players flying business class started when Michael Essien was at Chelsea, and I think Sule Muntari was also playing for, I think, AC Milan or Inter Milan, one of them, Steven Appiah, when they were playing for the elite clubs.
You had
the likes of Jose Mourinho and others who said sometimes these people, they come from African qualifiers and they are walking straight into a Premier League game or a Champions League game, and insisted that the FA should fly them on business class. And then the FA thought that, well, because as at that time,
that the reason for which
all of them, I don't think that all of them should fly business class, because the reason why all of them, because a lot of them then were playing for big clubs and they were playing regularly,
but they are coming
and
to
so
but
the ESTA decided to fly all of them. Now,
Jerry, there is an issue we're going to be discussing next week. Please, let's be fair to Jonathan Akron. Jonathan, you have 2 minutes, then we wrap up.
Michael, what I'm saying is, like you said, they are all the same. They are all the same fingers coming to do the same work. What I want to see is a massive cutout in the monies allocated for the Black Stars. We should review what money we give to them. We should let the public know.
Okay.
Like the president said, we'll be glad to see it, because per my text and from what we all know, the FA generated budget for scrutiny and acceptance. The ministry brings its own spending officer. He holds the cash. Goes on, you want to buy coconut, you want to go and wash, you want to go and buy oranges, you want to buy tomatoes, and they pay it per their budget. Whatever the ministry asks you, they don't know. So if it is not made a public document, we'll know the Black Stars Management Committee or whoever, the FA will come out and know. We sent X amount. We budgeted for 1 million. You are showing the public 2 million.